Captain's Log Supplemental.
Hey Jeremy, you know those race cars you're busy building?
Yeah, I do. I
You,
got one
you
that I'm looking at every day.
you know what I don't see you working on?
You don't see me working on the amazing Sentinel system yet.
That's true. It would take all of 10 minutes for you to have one.
And it's very quick and easy to install.
It is. It is. And we could watch you when we are not at the race with you and see how you're doing. And then we can call you up when you get out of the car and tell you everything you did wrong.
And I love that because so many years I've been driving and not been able to see what I'm doing.
I know.
And now we can.
I know. You know what I'd like to do with the video? My most favorite thing is I take the video and I load it on YouTube and then I send it to my coach and say, look at 26 minutes and 17 seconds. Look at this one lap and tell me what I can do better. And every single time, you know what they say?
Everything.
Exactly. Precisely. So with the Sentinel system, you get instantaneous feedback plus useful feedback that unfortunately is accurate for my driving.
I think it's accurate for all of our driving.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's probably true. Yep. But you need to get one in your car, sir.
Yes, I do. And with the discount code that you're going to tell everybody, they can save 10% on this awesome system.
Yep. Trouble free. I haven't had an issue getting video every time we've gone out with the Sentinel. It's always worked. Can't say the same for some of the other systems we've tried. So I don't know. It's on the podcast notes down there. Don't do it while you're driving, though. We like to have our listeners live. It's good.
From the great halls of their house, there are assembled three who hope to one day be the world's greatest driving heroes. Created from the cosmic legends of the universe comes our team captain, the Vision, Bill Fisher, and their soon-to-be Wonder Woman, Vicki Fisher, and our Captain Marvel and head flight trainee, Jennifer Scripchuk. Their mission: to fight injustice, share what is right and wrong, to get you out of your house and come out racing with them and serve all mankind. They are the Garage Heroes in Training Team.
So I had this thought. I was going to do this intro as the Count from Sesame Street, but then I looked at what number podcast we're on, and I would have been doing Von, two for a very long time.
That's a lot.
It's like 680 something. So anyway, I'm
Yeah.
skipping. Welcome to the Garage Heroes in Training podcast. I'm going to be the host for this episode. My name is Bill.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Making sure. It's been a while. Who else is hosting?
Vicki.
You are. Miss Vicki.
Yes.
We have been remiss. We have not gone over our somewhat of a debacle getting ready for this season and what our plans are for this season. So
Yes.
I thought we'd have it could be short. We have no idea. We never know how long these episodes
Yeah.
go. Just kind of discussing it. So when last we were on the racetrack in a race, you had decided to park your car, the 93 Honda Civic, underneath the bridge.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Unfortunately, into the bridge.
No, it wasn't. It was under the bridge, around the corner, into the wall.
Oh, okay.
I kept turning, and the car kept turning,
Yes.
and it kept going. Yes.
Can I bring one thing up?
Sure.
So when you're on your in lap to give the car to your wonderful hubby, this is not the time to set the fastest lap. You know why?
Yeah.
Because you don't even cross the start finish line, so you literally can't do it.
Yeah, I know. I
Okay.
know. I know what I did wrong.
Okay, so past Vicky, messed up. Future Vicky
Yeah.
is so
Yes.
much smarter now, though. So
Much smarter.
okay, so we have a Honda Civic which got a little mooshed. I believe the technical term is mooshed in the front end.
Moved. Yeah. Not
Um,
terrible. I mean,
Well, borderline.
still needs work. Borderline. But
Borderline.
yes,
So-
salvageable.
Maybe. Well, so the theory was this is above and beyond our pay grade at our collective talent level that we had. So we went and we sourced some help from a professional. And how's that going?
Well, where we last off, had last left off, donor car was delivered to our local body shop, which I have visited the body shop. It is quite the setup. It's a newer shop. I believe it's Joe's A1, I think it is. But they have a beautiful facility. And it is, from what I understand, it is the latest in their benders. Way more computerized than what they had in their other shop, which was actually in the town of Scranton. This is off further out our way where our shop is, the new one. Um,
You know what I realized when I went there?
yeah,
People in our area hate deer.
they hate deer. Oh my gosh, we had pulled up, and we mentioned this on a past podcast. There had to have been easily 80 cars,
Hmm.
probably just 80 cars with just deer hits.
Hmm.
So most of it's superficial. A lot of it probably would have to do some, bending, whatever. Um, but a lot of it, I mean, yeah, apparently it was deer day.
Or at
Um,
least deer season. But
yes, it was definitely deer season. So we dropped it off.
mhm.
And he said that he would squeeze the work in. I'm not really pressuring him right now because we don't need the vehicle at this moment. I'm waiting for him to get through post deer season for what he has in there right now. I'm probably going to call him probably next week. I'll be down that way anyway. I'll probably do a stop by. So we both dropped it. We dropped the donor car off and we dropped off the Civic and
Race car.
basically, yeah, the race car. Told him that they're going to straighten and then weld on the new front, which would be where basically the radiator sits in that whole area right there. And of course, they're going to shore up the bend area on the inside. And of course, all those bending is pretty much just inside the skirt weld that we know of. Um, and I just told him that as soon as they took the front off the one car, that we would just be down to pick up the donor car, bring it down, and we're going to finish stripping it out for what we need off of it. We can't use the engine, but we can certainly use all the body work off of it.
Yes, we have a B series engine, and we don't run those. So we'll have a B series
Right.
engine of unknown quality. So
Yes.
let us know.
Yes. So that's where the Honda Civic stands right now. I do believe that we probably have a piece of equipment that's still in there. I thought we had everything out because something keeps it's a phone that I think that we were using for
Telemetry.
our our telemetry because it flashes on, so they're doing something down there with it.
Mhm.
It keeps flashing on my Find a phone,
Yes,
uh, one of Liam's very old phones. So I have to go down there and figure out what's giving that car a ping. That's where that car is right now. When it's done, we'll bring it back around and we'll, finish the body work on it. We just basically told them we don't need insurance quality. We just need this work done and we'll take it back and we'll finish the rest of it.
we need structure and square.
Exactly. That's all we're asking them to do.
Right. So once it's back, we got to replace the radiator because
Hmm.
that's for sure. And then you've got to pull the transmission and go see our buddy Zephyr.
Yep, we're
And,
gonna
and
need an oil cooler system back
but
in there again.
that's fine. So
Yep.
we can fix all that. You didn't
Hmm.
like the one we had anyway. So and then
Yeah.
that should be timeline for that car. You're looking at New Jersey,
Possibly New Jersey. Definitely gonna be ready for
Thompson.
Thompson.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We'll get into the schedule later. I don't want to get too much detail. We're going to
No.
start going everywhere. Okay. So that car we took to the machine, auto body shop because it's kind
Hmm.
of bent right at the edge of where car's dead or car's not dead. So we wanted somebody to give us the thumbs up and say, yeah, it's worth doing. And then just give us a hand with
Yeah.
it. So
And of course, our friend who was an insurance person said, he looked at it. He's also a car person. He is also a racer. Just kind of said, yeah, it's fine.
it's probably
Go
fine. Yeah.
ahead. It's probably fine. Go ahead, get it straightened, and you can run it again.
Yeah. So job well done. You wrecked the
Yep,
car, but
I
not
did.
bad enough that it's dead.
No, but I'm taking care of it. So,
Well, that's fine.
Yep.
So then we're going to have to theme it and repair it and put that back together. So
Yeah.
long term, for those not doing the races that we're talking about, New Jersey's in May and Thompson's in August. So
Yeah.
Thompson should be our ladies event this year, in case any
Yeah.
ladies are out there. Oh, so okay, so that's one car. So
Hmm.
our second car is your Miata. Everything's fine.
Everything is fine with the Miata. I've already
Okay.
checked on it. I would like to take that out and play with a little bit at the track.
Yeah.
So that would be fun. I would like to have done the SCCA, but we have a conflicting schedule with that for the comp license.
Again,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Yep.
And then the third car that we're most associated with is the BMW that I've been working on for.
Hmm.
I think this is the going on the third season, and when we say working on going on the third season, we haven't done a very good job of working on it. And it's kind of a something
We
that we try to get to, but we never really get to it.
Right. Sorting it out. When we bring it out, we're still sorting out gremlins, but we don't run it enough to identify all the gremlins.
Right.
It's not a front
It's
row
not one we've
racer.
raced. It's hardcore yet. So,
Right. We'd like
um,
to add that into AER and Lucky Dog.
yes. So that one's timing is looking for the Lucky Dog race at VIR, which is in July.
Hmm.
Originally the problem that we were chasing down was it turned out that the drive shaft was hitting a harmonic and bending, and that was
Yep.
creating a bad vibration, which we eventually figured that out when the drive shaft sheared in half. So, we're very smart.
Yes.
When the drive shaft shears in half, we realized, there might be a problem with the drive shaft. See how we put that together? It's like this means that.
Yeah. So we
So,
managed to take that out to our
friend,
person who knows, yes, our
yes.
friend, our person who knows BMW. So he's been working on it. Kind of did a whole run around all
So we
over the car.
so we thought we were out.
Yep.
We thought we were
But we
good.
were not.
We were not. So we were having issues with the ABS light
Mm-hmm.
going blink, 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 which to me means either it's coming on or coming off or coming on or coming off. And it would throw the braking balance off of the car. So you'd end up locking up the rears.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a problem. And then every now and then, this is called foreshadowing. Every now and then, the oil light would come on. And
I didn't know that was
well, you
happening.
weren't driving the car ever,
No.
so anyway, but when you see the ABS light going flick flick flick, and then you see the oil light going flick flick flick, you start thinking, hey, maybe we've got an electrical issue or whatever. So then I went to Grid Life last year, and we couldn't figure out the ABS issue, so we just didn't take it out. And then we went the week after, might have been 2 weeks, I think it was the week after. We went to pit race again with who was that with? Lucky Dog.
Mm-hmm.
And we took it out on track
Mm-hmm.
and killed it dead. Killed
Right.
it
Now
dead.
listen, the thing is though, is that we have a friend who owns a BMW shop. Well, he owns a BMW dealership. And knowing that we were having some of these issues that we couldn't have solved, we don't have a race shop near us to say, hey. And the people that we were calling in were giving us their best
If you
decisions.
if you know of a race shop near Scranton, Pennsylvania, or anywhere close by, garage
Yes.
heroes and training at
Yes.
gmail.com, especially if they like BMWs and Miatas and maybe even a
Yeah.
Civic.
So we did drop that off, and they did say, well, we think it's a spacer. We think that was. So we did think that when it came to the ABS and the braking, we thought we might have had it solved because, just kind of like a big general.
Yeah, the ABS
Um,
sensor was broken, I think, right?
yeah. And then we got down there, and then we thought that maybe we thought it was electrical. So we're crawling all over the car to think it's electrical. And we actually had a BMW person there crawling over with us.
Mhm.
And, we thought, well, maybe one of the fuses was not where it should have been. We noticed that there was a fuse missing that could have been linked to that. Maybe it was intentionally removed because sometimes race cars do race car things.
Race car
But
gremlins take fuses and walk around with them.
right, so we're not sure. So we figured maybe we identified that, and then it happened.
Yes, we took it out for a shakedown lap just to
Yep, we
see.
thought we might have figured something out.
Yeah, we thought we had it. We thought we were a contender. This was Friday
Mm-hmm.
practice for Saturday race, and that lap took a long time. Uh, and then we found out why the lap took a long time because it was finishing the lap on the the hook of shame,
Mm-hmm.
and the oil light came on at a particular spot where the oil is going to be sloshing to the side, and the engine sounds like a bag of bolts,
Yep.
and not a good bag of bolts, not like high quality bolts. It sounds like junk bolts. It sounds really bad. So uh, we do what we can. We say, this doesn't sound good, and that was the race where Ben came up, and he eventually ended up winning the race on Saturday and doing pretty well on Sunday with another car because our car just levitated in the air for the entire weekend on jack stands. So our other friend who was there with us to race, he actually was with us at Grid Life the weekend before. And once the car was dead, he's like, "Dude, I am just tired. I'm going to head out." And future podcast guest Nick Barbado headed out. So we took care of Ben. We apologized to Nick. He still has a race on us. We owe him that. And then we took it to our BMW race car friend, who is 4.5 hours away. And it turns out that the issue with the car was. This is where you answer, Miss Vicky. Or not. Miss Vicky's locked up. Anyway, so the issue with the BMW was the oil pump had died. Now, I don't know enough about cars to know if there's a way to test that the oil pump is working or not working, or a maintenance or an inspection or anything like that. So if you do know anything, garageers and training at gmail.com. But it turns out that in spite of all the efforts of one of our friends who helped us with this car and redid the entire top end of the engine, the oil pump dying killed the top engine and the bottom engine. So,
Yep.
wah, wah. So hopefully we're getting a brand new engine installed, and we're having some help trying to track down the ABS issue, which I think we've solved. And there was one other issue with the seat it's just an adjustment. And I'm like, well, you got the whole thing taken apart. Just adjust that for me. So we're getting that taken care of. And then that car should be on schedule for a HBDE test day, and then be able to be used for Lucky Dog is the timeline for that. So, Miss Kathy, we're sorry, we're bringing another E46.
Yes.
But we are bringing an E46, and we will be there because we are going to see VIR. And so that counts our three race cars, our true race cars, caged and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a part-time calamity, we've had just so much fun. We have a Miata which got into an accident, then we got it fixed, and then hit a bear right after we got it
Yes.
fixed. So that
Yes.
kind of sucked.
Yeah. So
So the
so
Miata's like a
we
boomerang right now.
right, and it's a shame because my daughter's driving it right now. And granted, the first accident was her inattention. Is that the right word for it?
Uh,
She was
driver error.
driver error. Fix it. When we literally probably had the car out not even a month, and she ended up hitting a deer at
Bear.
9 o'clock. A bear. I'm sorry. She hit a bear at about 9:30 at night. Black bear.
Black bear.
Apparently was a resident bear.
Can't see
Because
black bears in the dark, just for the
no,
home
you
game
cannot.
players.
Fortunately, she was driving only in a 25-mile-an-hour zone going uphill in a stick shift. So, um, the issue with that was that there is no side there's no shoulders where she's at. There's like a maybe
It's just a two-lane road.
it's a 2-lane road, 14-inch maybe shoulder on one side a barrier, and the other side basically had a small ditch.
Did you
So
say there was a barrier?
there was a barrier.
Okay.
Yeah, and apparently I found out later that there's fruit trees there, and there's a resident bear that lives there. I don't know how big it is, but I think she was more terrified for the fact that it was a bear, and every time she spoke, it was getting bigger. Bear was getting bigger.
Well, it's
Um,
tough when you hit a bear and you're in a convertible.
yes. So, but anyway,
So that car's getting fixed.
that car is back in the shop. I really kind of had to call my insurance person, and I'm like, can we
You did
talk?
such a good job the first time. You
It's
thought you'd give you another
such a good
chance.
job. Yeah, I took it back to the body shop the insurance company works for, and they just shook their head. And I'm like, listen, legit, this was not her fault. This was not our fault. This was act of nature,
Hmm.
nature crossing.
Yes.
So anyway,
It was the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity Bear.
yeah,
Uh,
that's covered. So that's
Yay.
getting yeah.
Anyway.
Yep.
And then we worked with a friend. Well, who am I kidding? We had a friend help us redo the clutch on the Mini Cooper, the B spec car.
Yeah.
And he knows
Which
tons about minis. And he said, well, these cars are so much better with a 6 speed than they are with a 5 speed. So while I'm in there, and how many stories with race cars start with the
mhm.
while I'm in there,
Yeah, and the thing is even though Bill says for B racing, whatever,
B spec.
to be honest, for B spec, yeah, to be honest, right now it's our winter car. Um,
It's a great
and
car.
it is a great car. It doesn't, I know that we're saying that it is a B spec racer or what, but right now it's our winter beater at the
And our
moment.
one lap car.
And yeah. So it is a daily, and apparently it's the daily that my daughter's driving while her car is constantly being in the shop.
Hmm.
So,
So, joy of joys.
yep,
She gets to drive around in a car that's the color that she absolutely hates, which makes me endlessly happy.
it does.
So life is good, and someday we will actually get to race that car. But right now it's
Mm-hmm.
driving around on snow tires.
Yep.
Let's see. Does that cover all the cars? Do we have any other calamities? We parked the others for the winter.
Yeah, we parked
Oh, we fixed our truck, our tow truck,
yeah, the
our
truck.
tower
Our
trucks.
tow. Yeah, so go ahead, explain that one.
So the tow truck had a light. It's a 2021, 22.
Yes.
I don't know, something like
Yeah.
that. Relatively
21.
new. Chevy 2500 uh, towing package, whole deal. And it had an error right at the end of the season last year when we were just about done. I think we were done. We were still shuffling cars in the hangar, but where it said uh, towing failure needs inspection or repair or something. I don't know the exact words, but anyway. So we take it to our friendly shop, and they take a look at it, and they said, "Ooh, this is bad." The reader says it needs a new body control module and a new harness, and we're like, that doesn't sound right. Well, not we.
Yeah.
I was like, that doesn't sound right. So we took it to our local BMW dealer, and yes, that's what it says. And I'm like, that can't be right. The car's like 4 years old, maybe. So I'm thinking about it, and we have a friend who used to run the local Snap-on dealership, and Vicki called him up because I requested. I'm like, what we need is we need somebody who knows Chevy trucks, ideally, but we need like an old guy, not a new, you know,
State of the art
state of the
shop.
art. I use all the tools, and my tool says you do this, so I do that. I don't need a part swapper. I need somebody to like think about it and figure it out because that can't be right.
Yeah, and the nice thing about our friend is that him being a former Snap-on dealer, um, that he knows all the shops of
Yes.
all the people and what they're good at. So he was our guy.
Yeah. So we're going from a body control module, which I think the parts alone was
A
like
ridiculous price.
$2,000 or $3,000, somewhere around there, and then labor. And I can't imagine the labor for replacing all that being very trivial. So that was going to be ugly. So we took it to the guy. Well, Vicky went over and talked to him first and said, "Here's the problem. Can you take a peek at it? And we're not in a hurry. We just need it for the next towing season. And he's like, sure, just bring it to me on Monday. And then Miss Vicky brought it to him on Monday.
I did.
And
It
he
was a
called you.
fuse.
He
It
called
was a
you
fuse. Yes,
in like
he
2 hours.
called me. It was, yeah, it was a fuse. No big deal. Apparently, I don't know if he said that there's like one or two fuses that are in that line. Two fuses are in line. It was definitely the one that was up and under the engine. So it was a $20 fix. So anyway, our car is running now and it won't have to do the weird beeping thing and start throwing codes,
Yep.
which is good. Which, by the way, we have some trailer work we have to do too.
That's fine. No
Yeah.
problem.
But
So vehicles accounted for. So now, not that anybody's been waiting to hear what we're doing this season.
yes.
We have had a rather tough off season in terms of family stuff going on.
Yes.
And we have managed to schedule not one, not two, not three, but 4 races, which is
Yeah.
terrible. And then we
Yes.
haven't even looked at the HPDE schedule because every
Yeah.
time I start to say, hey, on Tuesday, we need to go look at this, something comes up for somebody
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
just don't get to it.
We've had some pretty stressful off-season stuff that we've had to manage and take care of. So we've given ourselves permission
Yes.
to stay out of the shop while we manage this.
So
So
thankfully,
shop was opened up last week. So
but
I already have the Cooper up there working on the brake system.
thankfully, Jeremy and the boys stepped up and said,
Mm-hmm.
hey, you guys are having a cluster
Pretty
of
shitty time.
thanks for making it so I have to edit this. That's appreciated.
Yes.
So Jeremy said, "Hey, let's finish up the BMW race car and we'll race the truck and you guys don't worry about it." So we graciously said, "Thank you very much." And we will be racing the El Jefe trophy truck at pit
Mhm.
race in 2 weeks,
Yep.
early to
Yeah.
middle April.
Yep.
And then the plan is we will be racing 2 cars again um, at New Jersey in May.
Mm-hmm.
Cars TBD. Like
Yes.
there's some possibility there. Oh, and the slippery slope team also had some fun this off season. So we've the Garage Heroes and training team and relative teams have not had the best of winter.
No, has not.
So the plan right now, pit race, like the 10th or 12th or something, whatever that weekend is, of April. Then New Jersey in May. I think it's early May.
Mm-hmm.
Then we will be at VIR with Lucky Dog in July.
Mm-hmm.
And then Vicki and the ladies will be in Thompson in August.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are going to think about racing in Summit Point in October. And then we still have to figure out their HPDE schedule.
Yeah.
I still like doing at least one HPDE for every race or more. And that way you can balance the competition with the learning and practicing and getting better.
Mm-hmm.
So Miss Vicky had originally scheduled or planned in quotes to go redo her SCCA comp license examination, but stuff happened and stuff is still happening. So if you're going to be in pit race in 2 weeks, because this podcast, by the way, my dear, is coming out tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll be there. Don't forget the potluck. Always good. We have some fun stuff planned for that, and then we will have the Lemons race at New Jersey in May,
Mm-hmm.
and then we will have the Lucky Dog race in July, the Lemons race in August, and potentially another Lemons race in
Mm-hmm.
October. Hopefully
Mm-hmm.
in New Jersey. Our sometimes podcast partner, Khan, will be there. He's been challenged to come. He needs to practice at NJMP. He's never been there. And we look forward to that. And then hopefully we'll be able to schedule some more events, more across the country. And we will try to keep you posted. Did I forget anything, my dear?
Yes, you did.
What did I forget?
Well, the race truck. Now the thing is about the race truck is
I
that
did.
You
Yes,
did.
I
The
did.
race truck, for those who are familiar with the race truck El Jefe, the race truck is getting a makeover completely. It's getting an overhaul. So it is getting a brand new engine. Actually, it has a brand new engine. It has a brand new drivetrain. It has a new transmission. And I'm not sure about the back end and what they've done for the back end, if that remains, if there's a new diff on it or not.
I heard there
But
was junk in the trunk, but that's
it was
just me.
junk in the trunk.
Yeah.
And last I heard, I think there was a new wire system that went in, and they did it on the weekend. That was some fast work that they had done. Apparently, it was all set up. It all went in. So, El Jefe is, it could be good, it could be bad. But
So
but
so we're going to be breaking that truck in.
we're going to be breaking the truck in, I think, at the same time. So I don't think we're going to go for any trophies because this thing is not going to be able to run. We kind of got to ease into it a little bit, but
Nope. Hammer
we're
down.
going to hammer down,
Hammer down.
hammer down. So we're all pretty excited because of all the troubles that the truck was having, mostly from age, mostly from
It
probably
had a lot of
early use.
races in it.
Had a lot of races in it. So,
So the truck will be being shaken down, and Jeremy's new Lemons BMW is going to be shaken down. So
mhm.
there's a good chance if you want to see us, come by the paddock. We'll probably be in the garage looking at broken race cars, but don't hope that we're doing that. It's just going to work
Yep.
out that way. So
Yeah,
the
we will be in the garage
with
where the
judging.
judges are.
Yep. So we have a sister team that's going to
Hmm.
be ambassadoring with us
Yep.
for the pit race. They're going to do their first race solo, and we're there to cheer them on. And then we're also going to have an ambassadorship for NJMP. They will be actually garaging right next to us at the
Hmm.
garages at
Their
NJMP.
first car of their own
Their
also.
first car. Ryan's been a racer before, but the rest of his team, this will be their first race.
Ryan, good night.
Yes, it's been a good night. Anyway,
It's been a good night.
um, so that'll be fun. And then you got to put together a ladies team.
Yeah, we've put together the ladies team.
So besides you and Jen, we need
Yeah.
we need at least one or two more. Maybe
Hmm.
Audra. Audra's available.
Hmm.
And I've thrown out a few invitations, and nobody's dumb enough. I mean, nobody's responded yet. Um,
Yep.
Thompson's a fun race, and it's a good track to get your first track in.
Hmm.
So if we've threatened any of you listeners who to join us for the ladies event, and things happened because there's a few of them, let us know if you're available. We're ready. It'll be fun. I
Hmm.
won't be there. How much better of a race could it be? You're supposed to
Yeah, there
say
you go.
you're supposed to say something like
Yeah.
no, that's not it. But
That's
anyway,
crazy.
there you go. Yeah, nice. Make me feel better. That's always
There
good.
you go.
So, Miss Vicky,
Yes.
the last thing that we need to talk about, we have agreed and uh, for Christmas that you were going to get some coaching for this entire season,
Yeah.
as am I. And surprisingly enough, we found a coach who said yes to coaching us, which is always the harder part. And we'll be working with Scott Robertson.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
can't wait.
I'm very
However,
excited.
however, we have a couple complications, my dear.
Okay.
I need some time with both cars to get the proper audio visual
You
system
need to
set up.
get your Sentinel system set up.
Yelp.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you and Miss Jennifer are going to be retheming the livery on the truck, but I also
Hmm.
need to be on the inside a little bit. So
And you have a new aim system going into your car.
if my car comes back, it's ready to go.
That's right.
So it's supposed to be done the end of this month, and then today's the 31st, so I can't think of it being any more the end of this month. But
Yes.
as with all race car projects,
Hmm.
hint
Well,
for
I'm.
everybody, they never go according to
Hmm.
plan, and usually the estimate is at least the first couple estimates never happen. So
Yeah.
try
I
to
don't know.
do
My
things.
estimate worked out great.
What estimate?
The one on the truck. They said boom, and they said
Yeah, yeah,
boom.
yeah,
It's done. Picking
yeah.
it up on Thursday.
Right. But do not be surprised if things don't go according to plan. So the best thing to do is not plan according to getting it done before the race, but plan to get it done as soon as you can. And then you have some time for if something happens or if a part doesn't, or if you fix something, but that really didn't fix it, it
Hmm.
only fixed it in quotes. So try to get things done ahead of time. I do want to wish a lot of people have already started their racing season. I do want to wish everybody a great racing season. This will be our 8th season racing. And it seems like we should be better. I mean, it seems like we've learned so much. I mean, just have fun, people. Have a great
Hmm.
time. It's always fun. And,
Absolutely.
sometimes people get all torn up about the end, which is how did you finish, when you should probably enjoy the process and enjoy
Yes.
enjoy doing it, and especially enjoy the people that are in the racing paddock because those are some of the best people you'll ever find,
Hmm.
except for Jeff. I didn't say which Jeff. No, Jeff, you're awesome. Don't let me joking around affect you at all. Like Jeff listens. Anyway, notice I didn't say which
And
Jeff.
every Jeff is going, who, moi?
What? That was me?
Me?
Me? Now, if I said Hefe, we would have known who we were talking about, but I didn't say that. So, great season coming up, my dear. Can't wait to see what you do.
Hmm.
I want to see you working with Scott to see what your 10/10ths lap would be.
Okay.
And don't forget, you've got goals.
Yes.
Do you know what any of them are?
You know what? I am all over the place right now, so I got to actually open the box. I take that box off the shelf, open it up, and start preparing for racing. Because literally, my shop just opened,
Okay.
so I have to bring the trailer around. We have a slow leak on the back tire, so I'm gonna have to flip that one out. And it's
We have spares.
yeah, we have the spare, but it's gonna have to go down and probably get a once over.
That's fine.
Yep.
It's not like we buy a trailer tire. And that's another thing for your budget. Budget like at least one trailer tire per year, maybe two, and you'll probably
Hmm.
be in good shape and you'll have all the spares you need. But if you plan on not buying any tires, that's when you're going to pop a tire.
Yeah.
Always have a spare tire.
And obviously, when they go and do the tire works on when it's time to change your tires over, or particularly on a trailer, it's, as I'm told from somebody who is very familiar with trailers,
Service the
um,
hub.
service the hubs. Last thing you want to do is be stuck on the side of the road looking for a hub for your trailer.
Or to be on the side of the road watching your tire go by. I've had that
Just
happen.
yes, you have.
It wasn't due to a hub dying. It was due to my
You've had some
inadequacy
pretty
and,
horrific
and skill.
travels.
Yes. We need to do a story time at one point, but not today.
That would be good. Yep.
All right. So, are you going to use your Miata this year?
I'd like to.
Nope. That's not an answer. Yes or no?
Yes, but I'm
Okay.
not sure how yet. But yes.
Okay. Very good. All right.
Hmm.
That's what I want to hear. I want to see you out there bumping and banging and fighting for your spec Miata spot. I want to see you
There
just
you go.
banging them, getting
Yep.
those and hitting those cars and getting donuts and
Yep.
messing that car up. It's too pretty.
Hmm.
There is zero chance that that's going to happen.
Yeah, well, we'll work on it.
You're
We're gonna
you are
throw it in
n-
HB. We'll
you are
throw it in
not.
HBD. We're gonna throw it in HBDEs for now because I still got to run and get used to it. I've literally only tracked it like 2 times.
Hmm. I've got pictures.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got good feedback on your episode, my dear. The State of
Which
the Union,
episode?
Miss Vicki.
Oh, good.
People said it was good to hear you talk because you've been very reticent the last few dozen
Yeah,
episodes.
I've been under a lot of pressure and a lot of stress and a lot of emotional situations. So I've just kind of backed out a little bit. My brain has been kind of exhausted.
Oh, I thought you were distracted by my beauty over the Zoom call.
No, that's not it at all.
Damn it. All right, I'll keep working on it.
Yep.
Hey, if the truth doesn't make you happy, make something up. Anyway,
There you go.
should be a great season. Miss Jen should be around a little more now. She's local,
Yeah.
and
She's going
we
to be when that truck comes over on Thursday. We are going to get busy this weekend on theming
okay.
after our theme meeting.
Okay.
It's work to do.
Work to do. All right, so now we talk about how my chess game is going. I'm just kidding. Vicky could care less.
No,
If you
okay,
see,
so
if zero was the amount of care, she would be on the negative side.
Bill's a man who definitely has to stay busy
Yep.
mentally.
Yep.
And for a while there, he was doing uh poker.
Hmm.
It went from online poker, then it kind of went to regular poker, and
Hmm.
now it's chess. So
Hmm.
it all boils down to it's not so much about the game as much as it is about game theory.
Hmm.
So this is what his bone is right now that he is on in his off time.
Yep. So if anybody ever does want to play and their name can't be Vicky because she never wants to play,
Mm-mm.
GHiT_chess on
Mhm.
chess.com or Lee Chess,
Yeah.
Light Chess.
So when he said Bill literally has an AI board that plays him.
Yep.
I got it for him for anniversary.
No, I think it was birthday.
Yeah, it might have been birthday.
It was birthday for sure.
Yeah, it was not cheap. But I'm just saying
But
that
I
this
am.
thing,
But
yes,
bump.
yes, yeah, this he can sit down and he can actually this thing competes with him. So
Yep. So save me from the AI monster overlord.
there
Let
you
me
go.
play a human. And
Well, you
better.
did join a club.
I did. I did. Two clubs actually.
Yes, you have a
So
club you go travel to.
I do. So listen, if anybody does seriously ever wants to play and they're bad, please go find me. And if you're good, I want to play you too. But especially if you're bad.
Uh-huh.
Just kidding. I need
Yep.
I need to win some. I'm on like a 9-game losing streak right now.
Hmm.
People are just hammering me. But anyway,
Yeah.
all right.
And on our end here, I'm putting in a 21 by 30 vegetable garden. So that's what I've been managing, planning and getting ready for.
Yes, my beautiful bride is into mushrooms, just
No, it's just not that kind of
not
mushroom.
that kind of mushroom.
No,
The other kind, the
no.
edible.
This one here was working on a permaculture garden.
Yes.
Hmm.
She's just trying to get me to have some culture. So that's a different story. We'll talk about that
I'm
on
trying to
the
get you to eat a vegetable.
I am a second level vegetarian. I eat things that eat vegetables. What? No?
That's pretty good.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I'll be here all week.
All right.
All right. That's race season 8. Welcome to the battle where we're going to have a team vote. Are we going to aim for higher than 50%?
We are definitely aiming this year.
Okay. We're going to
Yeah,
aim. Once we
we're
know that
aiming.
either or both of the cars will last, we will be aiming for better than 50%.
Yes,
You hear that, Alan? Get that Mustang ready. Or the
that's right.
Capri. Either one. We'll take
That's
both.
right.
Miss Vicky's dying to get into Capri, by the way, Alan.
I'm dying to hang out with Alan. I miss
Eh,
Alan.
That's okay. It's pretty funny. He uses my Harbor Freight discount code. So I can tell when he goes to Harbor Freight because I get an email saying, "Oh, congratulations on buying your new grinder." That's what I just bought
Yeah,
today. Why do I keep going out to Danbury, Connecticut to buy grinders? I have no idea.
yeah,
But anyway, we do miss you, Alan. Alan, if you want to do a State of the Union,
that's right.
we have a spot for you.
I'm looking forward to catching up with him again.
Hmm.
Since the garage has been closed, him and I haven't been buddying up. So I've been
Yep.
calling him, on and off, but we
That's why
we haven't been working together.
that's why my hair grew back in.
Oh, stop.
I wasn't
Yeah.
pulling it out anymore. My two shiny squirrels.
Al and I work very well together.
That's strictly your and Alan's
I
opinion.
know we get stuff done though. We really do get stuff done.
Yep. I get driven crazy. I lose my mind. I
Yep.
Anyway. All right. Thank you. Have fun.
Hmm.
Pasta visual.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.